All right, what's up? This is my first attempt ever at a YouTube live stream. It's a complete pop-up. I have no idea if anybody will even come watch this before. But if you're here, welcome. My name is Aaron. I am the Brick Scavenger. And I wanted to show, actually, I just wanted to practice YouTube Live and show off my Legona 500 marble race course. So, hey, Paul, how are you, my friend? Welcome. This is my first ever YouTube Live. And I figured I'd just try it real quick. I didn't know if anybody would come or not. This is the old remnants of the Castle Legona 500. We're going to show the Dreams Edition here and do a couple practice laps in just a second. But I figured I'd see if anybody would actually show up. So welcome, Paul. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. There was a little bit of look at this over here. There was a little bit of an incident when I was, I needed a piece from the old castle thing, and I managed to drop one of the buildings on the floor. The roof is completely collapsed. So anyway, this is my basement. It's a complete mess, but we have the Legona 500. If you have never seen it before, it's a marble race course built entirely out of Lego bricks and pieces. And I figured I'd take people for a tour of it real quick. If you've been following my YouTube channel at all, you're probably about a week behind. Nakaija, how are you? This is my first ever YouTube Live. I'm just practicing. So if you've been following my YouTube channel at all, you've been seeing updates on the Legona 500, but you're about a week's worth of videos behind the actual progress. So I don't want to spoil too much if you're enjoying watching those. But here's the general idea. This is a marble race course built entirely out of Lego bricks. Marbles will start right here, and they will get elevated on what we're calling the carrot top elevator all the way to the top, where they will be dumped into this section. They will end up going down one of three slides, which will take them down through this section right here. We still need to fill in the stands with some fans, but that's the idea. They will come through here, across the carrot bridge, and then, oh no, I'm still working on this, trying to get it to not break. But these little, this is like Dreamling whack-a-mole right here, where the little Dreamlings pop up and block the marbles, but they keep flying off, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to secure them better. Then they race down this section of the course right here. They will go underneath this flying bird. Then they'll take a hard turn right here, where an army of rabbits have set up a little booby trap of carrots, which may or may not block a marble. They will then, we lost the connection here. They will then have to fight through the, what we'll call the meat grinder, which is these teeth spinning in the wrong direction and can throw marbles in the wrong direction. Then they'll go under the turtle van, and then they'll make their way into the villainous portion of this racetrack, where they'll turn, they'll get elevated again with a bunch of fans watching. They'll climb the top, and then they will have to make their way down the volcano here, crashing down this lava volcano like this. And they're making their way slowly to what we call the grave digger. The grave digger is spinning rapidly. They will fall into the pit, into the grave, where they will then be launched by the grave digger And most marbles are going to end up on this lower section of the course right here where they'll have to zigzag back and forth back to the finish line, which is the slower route. If they are lucky enough to have the grave digger actually launch them all the way to this top section, they'll have the much steeper and more rapid path back to the finish line. So I figured I would just demonstrate with a couple of marbles here, although I don't know how it's going to work with the mushrooms, but let's try it. Here's a couple of marbles. Ready? All right, here they go. Let's see how this goes. Up they go. Down through. Blue is in the lead here. Over the Carrot Top Bridge. He avoids the carrots. Oh, yellow's catching up. Oh, they're both caught up. They're both caught up in the meat grinder. Can anybody make it through? Yellow makes it through first. Up to the next spot. And down he's going to go. Into the meat grinder, launched up here. Zigzagging back and forth. And across the finish line, if we want him to take multiple laps, we totally can. I don't know what happened to Blue. Is he still caught up? I'm not sure what happened to Blue. And now he's going to go for one more lap. Down he goes. Into, past all of the mushrooms. Misses the carrots. Oh my gosh, this poor blue one is still caught in the meat grinder. And the yellow is still going. He's lapped him. He's completely lapped him now. Let's see how he handles the meat grinder. Oh, he launched up to the top shelf and finished. Whoa, let's do one more lap. Here we go. One more lap to go. That poor blue one is stuck in the meat grinder. All right, let's see if he can make it down through again. Oh, he popped out. All right, here he comes. Did Blue eventually get through? I don't see Blue. Oh, Blue's stuck. All right, one more lap to go. Half a lap. Down the volcano. Into the, here we go. And to the finish line. There it is right there. All right, you guys got the idea. All right, that was fun. I just wanted to try my first ever YouTube Live. The fact that anybody showed up, I'm appreciative. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you next time. Where's that poor blue one? Let's see if he can get through. He's through. Oh, he bumped the blue. All right. Thanks, guys. Oh, is this the shorter one? So Paul, let me show you. I timed, whoa, he just went flying. I timed this, it was like a 20-second lap, maybe, something like that. This one started right here. I've been slowly taking this apart. They made this big climb up Cotton Candy Mountain and then had to make a giant drop down what we called Jester's Revenge, and then had to do the purple jump into the yellow castle, trying to shoot straight through the castle. But if you hit one of the walls, then you ended up going around the outside, which slowed you down. And this is no longer like downhill here, but then they had to go through the Forestman Highway, past all these forestmen and the trees and everything. And then they had to climb up again. And then they went through what we called Magisto's Deja Vu. This was that gift with purchase of, a few months ago. And I ended up with 5 of them. So they zigzag back and forth through, several of these little castle buildings. And then they came out this side, raced past all of sort of the village. And at that point, I had this mechanically set up so these jousters would come out randomly. You can see there are several of them. And they would come out and temporarily block the marbles, and then they'd pop back out. So if you were poorly timed marble, you would get blocked by one of the jousters. Then you'd come down here and fall, right here, you'd fall into this piece. This is a big arm that spun, and that was the sort of an elevator to get you from down to table level launched all the way up to the final stretch. And then the final stretch had an army of these bat lords that they had to like navigate through straight to the finish line. You can see a bunch of marbles are still left over. So this one was 8, 16, 22. This one was 28 feet long total. So in terms of sheer length, it was 28 feet long. This one over here is 6 times 4 is like 24 feet. So yeah, it's about, 4 feet shorter in terms of total length. But in terms of speed, they go really fast down this section. We're going to have to work on this. These poor guys are flying out. And then they go really fast down this section. Some marbles are going to absolutely get hung up. Hey, Brick Built Labs, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. This is my first ever YouTube live. I figured I would just try it out. I've been tempted to try doing the simulcast thing with Whatnot, but I wanted to try out YouTube Live before I did anything else just to see how it would go. But marbles are, in terms of how long it's going to take to do a lap, if they get through this meat grinder pretty quick, yeah, we'll be back for sure, Brick Built. I've just been spending a ton of time. I don't know how much of this you can see, but it's taken a long time to put all this together, and that's where my primary focus has been. But these laps should be somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 25 seconds, I think. You can see we've got the army of all these little guys hanging out as the marbles progress into the villainous portion of this course. We got the fans watching here. And then all the spiders and things will be watching these marbles go by. There's lava underneath. And then over here is the grave digger. If I stop this, you'll be able to see it better. Stop. Stop. Maybe not. Stop. I can't stop it for some reason. There we go. So this is actually like a bunch of shovels here that spin. And as the marbles fall into the grave here, they go to the bottom, and the shovels are pretty much flush down there. So as it spins, the shovels pick them up and launch them up this little ramp into this mountain here, where they will either, yeah, it is dangerous. We lost a marble that got launched on the floor. But they will either take the lower route where they'll have to like zigzag back and forth to the finish line, or a marble that gets really tossed from the grave digger can get tossed to this top section here, and then they will go straight down. So in theory, you could be in second place, and the first marble goes into here, and then even though you're a couple seconds behind, you get launched to the top shelf and go in for the pass, and then you take the lead or win or whatever. So that's super fun. Look at this. If you haven't seen this, look at this guy. That guy is scary. So we've got, yeah, I mean, it should be a lot of fun. We've still got a few finishing touches to put on this thing, but it's getting close. I've got one more Dreams set, that big shark ship. I think we're going to put right here, just decoratively only. And then, I've got to tweak this. You can see my mushroom whack-a-mole here keeps, the little guys keep popping out. So let's see if I can get him back in there. So he's supposed to like fall down. It's not focusing very well. He's supposed to fall down and then pop up and like, scare the marbles or block them or whatever. But these guys keep flying off the course. And so I've got to lock them in better. I got to figure out a better way to lock these in. But you get the idea. It's pretty fun. So there you go. That's it for me, guys. I just wanted to test this out, but I appreciate you checking it out with me. If you're interested in seeing more, there's a ton more info on my YouTube channel. We'll see you next time. Thanks for being here, guys.